Hey there, Russell and Index traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the recap for July 8th, 2014. As always, please seek financial advisement when trading with your money. These videos are for educational purposes only. Support your knowledge in the market. See what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and never move your stop when placing a trade. Let's jump right into the three indices, and then we'll wrap up with the Russell, including the GC, gold, and crude. As we could see, market reaction today at the open was all but downside on a decreasing AD line. Trade of the day could not be ever so straightforward. Here at the open, we had a two-bar crossover. Looking at the 534 EMA, we were already downside. Here you could see we already had Heikin-Ashi sell signal. The Nasdaq was ripping downside at the market open. So on a two-bar crossover here at 6:32 West Coast time, we were under the 534 EMA. Once I have the confirmation on the down, so there's one bar, two bar with an AD line decreasing. A market breadth on the Nasdaq almost reaching a low of 9-1, anything over 2-1, 2-1 upside, -2-1 downside. Just stay in the trade all the way down, accumulate points. As we can see here, the YM was also in the same shot, as well as from the market open. Looking for the 630 market open. Here we go, 630, one bar, two bar confirmation. Looking over here on the 534, we are already downside. These Heikin-Ashi candles keep you in the trade. 25-minute open range bounce. Several other opportunities as AD started to increase throughout the session, but pretty much chopped sideways. It wasn't until the end of the towards the end of the session, then really not much. Here you had a not towards the end of the session, maybe midday. Here you had a nice two-bar confirmation upside, but again, always confirming on the EMA crossover. So there you go. You had a two-bar confirmation upside, AD line improving, and you had an entry to the upside, but nothing as far as what we had seen this morning. On the ES, similar pattern, a little bit more choppy, but again, the same entry to the downside. You look for the market open here at 630. You had the two-bar confirmation at 632, one bar, two bar. This doesn't confirm, it's two bar down. You're looking for 2 points to the downside. Half a point, excuse me. Half a point on the ES confirmation downside. There you go, one two-bar confirmation, and you already had a 534 EMA crossover up here earlier. And so on all three indices, the market move was at the beginning. Gold had a nice entry right here at the 7 o'clock hour. That was all on the EMA crossover outside the range. You could have waited for underneath 25-minute open range. But otherwise, you had a one bar, two bar confirmation here at the top of the hour, 7 o'clock West Coast time. Let's take a look at that a little bit closer so you guys can see that. And obviously, on the bottom left-hand chart, you can see that we already had the EMA crossover. Let's go ahead and pull that up a little bit closer for you. There we go. And so here we are, one bar, two bar at 659. And if we look at the lower bottom chart here on the 534 Heikin-Ashi bars, we are looking at a one bar, two bar confirmation at 659. Where are we? We're already right here. EMA crossover here at 7 o'clock hour, so about a minute later. And price never broke above, and riding this all the way down for the next 15 minutes was cash in the bank. Looking at the crude, several opportunities. Again, early morning session, pre-market, and then market open with a nice tick up to the top of the 1 hour open range. So here we have the same setup. Two-bar confirmation, 1, 2. That was at 4:20 West Coast time. More towards the open here, towards the 6 o'clock hour, waiting for a 1, 2 bar confirmation. 534 EMA had already crossed over. Here we have the 1, 2 bar crossover, but again, we would have had to wait for a little bit longer to entry to the downside. The next best entry was right here at about approximately post 2 hours of the market. Here you have a 1 bar, 2 bar back into range. You could have waited till you came down here, which would have been about 9:05. But here you have your EMA crossover to the downside. and that was initially at 810. So that lines up right here with the 2-bar confirmation inside the range. And you would have written that down on the 5 under 34 EMA crossover. So really nice trades, more towards the middle of the session on crude. Gold having a nice drop there. And the indices, let's follow up. Taking a look at the Russell itself, overall big picture of the day, it was all downside. As you can see, market internals really from the beginning of the session were, as you can see here on the AD line, coming down all the way, coming down to the pivot, chopping up, bringing market price back up as we see the bounce back up here off the post 30-minute R2. So here we have the white line is the post 30-minute open pivot line, and then right here we have post 30-minute R1, S1, excuse me, post 30-minute S2 all the way down here. Here you can see it was all just matching what we had yesterday. Sell-off on market breadth. Tick count pretty much almost cut evenly for the majority of the day. And you can see the AD line matching the Russell here as far as advancers and decliners. But we never came above the previous low. We never came above CAM H4, not even touching the daily gap. Bringing it all the way down here to at least the average move down. And in the trading room today, I'd mentioned most likely we'll come down to a certain point, find a bottom, and here we are. Came right back up to the average move down. So we've seen that over and over. So at least take it off targets to the average move down. Monthly pivot, different variety of trading styles, but again, always moving the stop down, and wherever you got taken out, you got taken out. But a nice drive all the way down. So let's take a look at the opportunity on the Russell. Here we see it from the market open, 6:30 market open. Taking a look at the 1-2 bar confirmation right from the start. Here we are, 6:30. We're going upside, but why am I going to go upside when I have an AD line that's coming down? So I have a 1-bar, 2-bar confirmation, 631. The Russell index is already on a tear downside. And I take a look over here at my 534 EMA, and I've got a crossover at 630. Never broke above. As we can see, if you think you were headed up, that AD line better turn around. But 534 EMA chart, 5 was under the 34, and it took us all the way down. It stayed on the trade. What was even better to confirm that was the 5 under the 13, under the 21, under the 80, right here in the bottom right-hand chart. And so riding it down, 5 stayed underneath all 3 moving averages, 5 under the 34 the entire time. And by this time, you ask yourself, well, fishing for a bottom. Took a while to chop up sideways, and as in the sandbox trading room said, nope, not going to take it, especially to the upside, unless I really see a D line improving. So with an AD line improving here at the 9:15 West Coast time hour, taking a look and waiting for the uptick. Let's take a look at where that 2-bar confirmation would have been. Market price had already come down to a low, and so we were already back down underneath the average move down. And let's see where we had a potential opportunity to the upside once we had 534 EMA crossover upside. So here we are at the 7:45 hour, but that's not where we're looking. We were looking at the 9:30. And let's see, where are we here? Here we go. All right, so we got a 1-bar, 2-bar confirmation over here. There's 1-bar, 2-bar confirmation at 9:21. Checking my EMA chart, I got a 534 EMA crossover. Let's go ahead and zoom on that area with an AD line that's improving. So I'm taking a look at my market internals. I've been chopping down at the pivot. Price isn't coming back down. Here I have at 9:15, my AD line is improving and heading up. And so matching my chart where I have a 2-bar crossover on the 8-period moving average, 5 crosses the 34. Take a look at 5/13/21, 80 probably would have taken some time before it was able to catch up, but right there, 5 above the 13, and then eventually rises above all other 3 moving averages, which would have kept you in the trade a little bit longer. So there you go, 5 above 13/21.80, as well as the Russell index would have been picking up a little steam here as price headed upside. So there was your second best trade of the day. That concludes today's wrap there. Feel free to stop by at tradingfibs.com, TRADINGFIBZ, or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. My trading mantra is know one thing, know it well. I love to look at the other indices, share with the information that I see. Same rules apply, just depends on which market you're trading. Whether you trade the ES or Apple, my plan will keep you disciplined. You can find me every day at StockTwits, on Twitter at Trading Fibs, and as always, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only trade what is in front of me and on my charts. And regardless of what my trading plan calls for, I'm always just looking at the market open. Have yourself a blue